Hi. So it's Thursday. This video I think is going to be a little bit of a follow-up from yesterday's. When I rewatched it after posting it, I felt like there was a lot of energy coming off of me that wasn't necessarily the most positive, in that I felt a bit like I was defending my choices, or maybe even projecting onto other people feelings that I was feeling. So I wanted to acknowledge that because today I felt a little bit of shame around the feelings I had yesterday. These feelings of anger, not knowing where to put it, and then also having these like angry thoughts toward other people. Joanna, you're not a nice person. You're having these like not nice thoughts. And then the oracle cards. I just didn't want there to be a judgment around that, and I felt like that's kind of how it came off. One thing is actually acknowledging this feeling of shame. As I said yesterday, anger is one of those emotions that we often don't know what to do with, and that sometimes there's a negative connotation around it. And that's exactly how I felt today when I was reflecting, just shaming myself for having that emotion and being vulnerable enough to share it on a video. I think it's really important to recognize that big emotions are okay. And anger is okay. And I know I said that yesterday, and now I'm telling myself that because I wanted to kind of like climb in a hole this morning. The other thing is I had another emotion last night. I was hit with sadness. So I went through all of these different emotions, and I was just crying last night and needing to cry, like needing that release. I don't even know, again, where is all this sadness coming from, but it's here. And so I felt much better after I let it out. I think the thing that keeps coming up for me is that I'm too much. I have too many emotions. It's too much. I'm a roller coaster. I think about that in terms of women, especially because we are often shamed for having all of these roller coaster of emotions, and sometimes because of that stigma we try and numb it, and we try and hide it, and we try and put on like a bold face. I'm not going to show this because it's too much. And so yeah, so those are some feelings that I'm having today as I reflect on yesterday. And I'm also feeling a little bit of relief just talking about this. And I had some things cancel this morning, which opened up some quiet space for me. In that regard, ever since I got back from New York, my energy has just been scattered. And I don't know if it's because of traveling and I'm kind of just catching up with myself, but I felt not at all grounded. That is not a feeling that I love to have, but I'm glad that I've identified it and that I'm taking some time this morning to breathe, to slow down my mind, and reflect a little bit on the last couple of weeks and kind of where do I want to go next? What's next? And I'm also going to make sure that I spend some time today writing in my journal, kind of even going into this feeling of shame and releasing it, maybe speaking to it, asking it, where are you coming from? And if you're feeling shame, if you're feeling anger, if you're feeling immense sadness, if you're feeling that your feelings are too much and overwhelming and they're all over the place, it's all okay. It's all okay. It is all okay. Take a breath, relax yourself, relax your body, get down to the earth if you need to, be grounded, and know that our emotions are just indicators, and they are all parts of us, and there's nothing wrong with them. Ask them why they're here, and ask yourself what you need today, and I'll be doing the same.